Yo, what is up guys, Jonny here. Today I'm gonna show you 5 skate hacks to learn every trick. In the 15 years that I have been skating, I learned over 1,000 tricks, probably even close to 2,000. And in this video, I want to pass my knowledge and make it easier for you to learn tricks. These 5 steps will be explained with an example of an amazing trick, the infamous dark slide. I will try to reproduce my learning process of that trick. Of course, you can adapt any kind of step to any kind of other trick. So let's start this off. For some reason, I just feel super attracted to dark slide because it differs from any other kind of slide or grind. And since this guy is doing some videos about it, I like it even more and I really want to learn that trick. So we're starting off with the idea. And we have 2 options. We could just go try the trick. In some cases it just works out. But if it does not, it's important to have a reasonable strategy. Because you know, dark slides are weird, you might not committing to the trick. So we decide to learn the trick with a reasonable strategy. And the first hack of this list is one of the most important. Try to visualize the trick. This process starts happening before you even try, but you can go much further with that. It might sound a little simple, but hey, mind game is like 50%. And it just makes sense if you can't land the trick like straight ahead to think where to put my body weight. Like how are my shoulders supposed to be? How am I gonna flip into that trick? How am I gonna lock in? How am I gonna slide? How does the trick feel as a whole? This is pretty underrated, and let me tell you this, a lot of professional athletes do this and they use this visualization of some sort of meditation. They meditate over and over again over a trick. And it's what I did a lot too, conscious or unconscious. Like in my bed, lying in my bed, and I would think about a trick, try to build a picture how it is going to work. And the visualization happens through all of those 5 steps. That's why it is so important. Let's move on. Let me tell you this, the modern age is fantastic. You can just sit at the skate park and watch a trick tip. And even better, so many tricks are covered in the internet absolutely for free. And we even find a trick tip by Rodney Mullen. How awesome is that? So we're gonna watch that and we're gonna listen what he has to say about the trick that he invented.
The thing I do whenever I get to a spot and work on dark slides is just check out the slide.
There are little secrets on every given trick. And skaters who can do those tricks consistent are usually aware of them. That makes it so much easier when you don't have to figure it out for yourself. You can also ask another person at the skate park to help on your kickflips. Trust me, they will gladly help you out. And in my case, I DM a lot my friends and ask stuff about tricks. Saves a lot of time and effort. Also, you start to visualize again by watching a trick tip. Watching skate footage, like super focused, can actually help you a lot. Next step, we're finally gonna try to do that trick. And you might have some commitment issues or you don't know how to slide yet. And that's why we separate the trick in little pieces. Baby steps is key. I'm a huge fan of baby steps. And we'll have a look at how to do that right now. Of course, we're gonna make sure to put a lot of wax on the ledge as well as on our side of the board. Being well prepared is always gonna save you a lot of effort. Now the first step to approach to this trick would be stalling the trick. See if we can even do a half kickflip into that. Well, that works. Now let's try to get out of the trick by shoving it up. So far so good. Now let's try to jump on the board, slide and shove out. So that's working as well, and we keep doing that till we land it perfect. Now we got all the key ingredients and we're gonna try to flip in slowly. As soon as we reach this point, we shouldn't be scared of locking in a little faster and sliding. So let's do that. Woo! That is how the dark side.
Throughout all of these baby steps, I was using the visualization technique as well. The best time to do that is while setting up for a trick and you think like, why did it not work? Like, where is the mistake and how can I get it done right?
Now through this process, if I would have never landed that trick, I would have been recording myself. Feels like almost everybody has a smartphone these days. Just put it down on the ground, record yourself. Maybe your kickflips are not working yet because you don't push your nose down while you flick it. And if you cannot land the trick, start to compare it with people who can. It's easy to see those kind of things when you record yourself. And while checking your footage, again, you do this sort of visualization. Now the last step of learning a trick would be a smart learning strategy. For me, it never made a lot of sense to learn a kickflip within like 3 hours straight trying. I was more the type of separated practice units. For instance, if you go for it like, let's say 3 hours straight in a session, and you will figure that that is like less efficient. If you separate these 3 hours in like 30 minutes, like 6 days in a row, 30 minutes, and every time you go to sleep and every time you visualize throughout this whole week, you're actually working on that trick. Your muscle memory will have much more time to adapt with this new situation. So that way you can save a lot of energy. Makes sense. And even further than that, I didn't mention this yet, sometimes you learn like a movement the wrong way, and in that case, if you cannot get rid of this habit, it wouldn't make sense to just let the trick go for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, and get back to it after. Rewire your brain and learning the movement the right way. And that was it, guys. This is how I approach the skateboarding tricks. To get better grades in school, education is important. If you want to support me, you can do this on Patreon. All my Patreons listed in the end of this video. Thank you guys so much. If you want to give me any further support, you can buy one of my pro models anytime soon because they are currently sold out. Have a great day and see you soon.
A few moments later.